Hello, this is Annalisa from Faith Dream Fruit, and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got another Christmas in July video for you, and I'm doing a recycle with me. So I will be using this Rae Dunn Christmas packaging. I picked up some Christmas cups a little while ago, and I thought the packaging was so fun. It reminds me of when you stamp on craft cardstock with red ink, so I thought it would be really fun and quick to do up a few cards with these Christmas designs that came on the package. So here we go. So I ended up cutting down the different pieces from the box and creating some cards. So for this first card, I just ended up using that whole big panel that was on the side of the box for a quick and easy card, and just using the advanced tape glider to adhere that down. And with the cardboard, it gives it that dimension already. You don't need to add foam tape or anything to get that thickness already. I did some other Recycle With Me projects on my channel as well with cardboard, so if you're interested, you can find those on my channel. And once that was adhered, I pulled out some red ink from Craftsmart, and this is a Merry Christmas wood-mounted stamp from Michaels, from their $1.50 cheaper stamps. And I love just how that red just matches the red on the craft paper there, or cardboard. And then to add a little bit more to this, I grabbed out the Nuvo drops here. This is the autumn red color, and I just added it onto the craft colored area. And then I add it on the white as well. You could definitely just leave it on the craft for a little bit of a simpler look, but I just kept going and adding the dots, and I really like how it turned out in the end. It's got a lot going on, but it's still very simple, and that's one thing I love about Nuvo drops, is it adds detail and finishes off the card, but somehow it's still very simple. It's not too much. So I end up creating 3 cards for you today. So keep watching, and you will find all the supplies used linked below, and also a link to my blog post if you would like to read more about this and see some more still photos. And here is the second card that I ended up creating. So I decided to cut off this bigger part of the Christmas tree here and just use this small little part there. I was just playing around with some of the different elements that I cut down. Wasn't sure if I wanted the Christmas tree to be the focal point or if I wanted to add some things in, but I decided to just start off with the Christmas tree, and I adhered that down with the advanced tape glider again. And then, because I have the Christmas tree, I decided to pull in some of those little presents from the packaging and adhering those down. And I first started off with 2, and then I grabbed some more Nuvo drops, as you're going to see here. A little bit. I also just, before I get to that, I stamp my sentiment again. So I say use the same sentiment, Merry Christmas, in the same red from Craftsmart. And then I decided to add a third present from the packaging because it was missing something, and I really like how the three together looks. It's like they're stacked on top of each other under the Christmas tree, and it's so fun. And so here is where I grabbed more Nuvo drops. So this is the English mustard, and I just used it on the star to add some color and some dimension to the star. And then I grabbed the midnight blue Nuvo drops and just added it onto the little balls on the Christmas tree to add some more color and dimension. And then I also grabbed the autumn red for the Christmas tree balls and added a little bit more color. But I felt like this card was still missing something, so I added more Nuvo drops just around the red part, the white part. And I'm sure there's other ways to make this card not so plain or simple, but I already had my Nuvo drops out and I thought, hey, why not? There's so many different methods in crafting. There's never a right way. There's never a right or wrong way to do cards. It's however your creativity takes you, wherever it takes you. So just have fun and do what you think looks good. Learn the ways, but have fun with it. So I just ended up adding the autumn red Nuvo drops around the whole white part of the background. And I had fun with this, and the Nuvo drops are not perfect or anything, but it's just a fun look. And then I'm going to go ahead and get started on the third card that I have for you today. I'm just flicking the Nuvo drops a little bit to make them more round. And then for the last card, just playing around with the different pieces. I wanted to incorporate a bunch of them, but still have it be somewhat simple and have the red on the craft kind of be the focal point. So this piece here isn't even cut straight or anything. It was really hard to cut down straight just because of the design, but it just makes it look more vintage and more recycled, and it really adds a fun element to it. So I just went ahead and adhered that down with the advanced tape glider, and then I will cut off the edges that went off the card base there. And then I just added 3 little pieces from the packaging to the bottom here with the advanced tape glider, keeping it simple. So this is the reindeer from the packaging. So I put him in the middle. And then the ice skate that I chose. And then there is the little gingerbread man. And I just adhere this down. And then I grab out the same ink from Craftsmart in red. And the same sentiment, Merry Christmas. I love that you can use the same supplies across different cards and it looks somewhat different but still the same, and so I decided to just keep this one plain and simple and add nothing, and that's going to finish up the cards. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.